Hey everyone, welcome back to Growing Up the Podcast. This channel is having tons of fun to actually bring you guys some more content, and we're super glad that you guys are liking it. I've been seeing all of the support and all of the love, so thank you guys so much for enjoying this, so that way I can keep continuing doing this, because this is a huge passion of mine. And just wanted to say that just real quick, just to let you guys know that I see the support, I see the love, and again, I always appreciate it. Today I have some verses that I wanted to talk about, as well as an idea to kind of wrap around a thought of, if you will. So a little bit of mix of Bible verses time, as well as some profound thoughts and ideas. So today I have two verses for us. Okay, one of them is Romans 8:28, and it says, "And we know that all things work together for the good to those who love God and who are called according to his purpose." Now for me, that's been a huge staple of mine, and I love that verse. That's probably one of my favorite verses of all times. And on top of that, I wanted to also throw in John 3:17. Now, for those of you hardcore Christians, you know that John 3:16 is one of the biggest verses that we quote a lot. But for this day, I wanted to not look at John 3:16. I want to look at the verse after, and that's John 3:17. And that says, let's see, let me find it. Okay. "God sent his Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through him." And that's huge. That's really important to realize, is that not only does in Romans 8:28 we know that whoever loves him and is called according to his purpose, everything will be okay. And then on top of that, God sent his Son not for judgment, but to release judgment of us, right? And so combining those two verses together and realizing that, yes, we sin, but God has a greater purpose for us, and he has no time to judge us and look at us in any sort of way, because he has a purpose for each and every one of us. Now, picture this if you can. If you're in the car, perfect. This picture will be really easy to understand. If not, just pretend you're in a car and imagine how difficult it would be moving forward while looking and focusing on the rear view mirror. That's hard for me to say sometimes. But imagine that. That would be pretty difficult, because your focus is on what's behind you rather than what's in front of you. And I think oftentimes we get so wrapped up in what we've done and the sins we've made that we tend to drive down our path looking back through the rear view mirror, looking at what we've done, the sins we've made, and making it really hard for us to press forward into the passion that we have, that God gave us, right? To pursue our dreams, to pursue our purpose that he has made in our hearts for the time that we are here. Now, tell me, if you can truly and honestly answer this question, are you looking back or are you looking forward, right? Now, if we're looking back, one of two things can happen. We can keep driving forward, and it probably won't be on the right path that we need to, right? And it'll end up causing a wreck, which will get others involved and probably hurt, as well as ourselves. Or, on the contrary, we will have to stop and pull over and look back, right? So either way, we're not progressing like God wants us to, right? Either we're stopping and we're not moving forward in our progress and our growth, or we continue striving to grow, but we can't, because then we end up falling into some sort of accident or a wreck, or causing hurt with others and or ourselves, right? So again, let's remember Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for good for those who love God and those who are called according to his purpose. And then again in John 3:17, not 16, but 17, it says, let's see, "God sent his Son into the world not to judge the world, but to save the world through him." And again, if you can ever think about a time or have one of those random thoughts come into your mind about a sin you made, something you're not proud of, always remember that those things will do nothing but distract you, okay? And if you feel condemned by it, then let it out. Go to your Father. Let him know that you sinned and you've messed up, because he already knows. But the sooner you get forgiveness for it, the less weight you're going to feel moving forward into the passion and the purpose God had you for, thus making you an even stronger warrior that he needs you to be. So thank you guys for all this time that you've been giving me and our channel just to kind of learn and grow. And again, I'm super excited to hear all the feedback and the love that we've been getting. And again, if you ever have thoughts or questions or ideas, feel free to always type them down in the comments, and hopefully we'll get some more out to you guys this next week and the week following. So thank you guys again so much for being here and just listening to thoughts and even throwing some ideas back at me. So have a great day. I hope that you guys are blessed and that your days, your weeks are filled with safety and healing for those of you who may be going through some things. But if you're going good, I hope it continues to go well for you, and that God watches and blesses over each and every one of you. I love you guys, and see ya.